Brady Henderson and ESPN did a mock draft, I think, on Friday, and I was talking with him. I was kind of his personnel director, as he was the GM making that pick, and he and I were flip-flopping back and forth. I'm going to end up going number 2 on my list with Alabama offensive guard Tyler Booker. It's all 6'5", 321 pounds of him, and that 320, by the way, has been up to 350 at times. He is a gigantic man. 34.5-inch arms, 11-inch hands. I don't even know if you know how big that is. That when he gets,
that's like Morris size.
Moore's 11.5. But these are a lot more powerful and stronger. And when he gets his grip on you, he finishes you. And I love this cut. Cut number 15 from Kalen DeBoer. I'll get into other numbers. I'll get into some concerns. I'll get into accolades and all the rest of it. But this, when I heard him say this about Tyler Booker, honestly, this is why I was flip-flopping between he and my number 1 guy tomorrow.
Well, this guy's one of the better and best leaders I've ever been around, and he can do it because he puts the work in, and so, there's no hypocritical piece to it when he's asking everything out of the people around him. He has a mindset that you absolutely would love. Brock as the quarterback, you want those guys in front of you and the ones that are going to protect you, and it's a personal thing if anyone's even getting close to his quarterback. And so he plays to and sometimes through the whistle. Love that about him, and he just has a mindset, and his effort and energy is contagious throughout the entire, not just offensive line, but the entire team.
37 games played, 25 starts. He was the captain at Alabama. When we asked Kalen about Jihad Campbell being an alpha, cut number 16, this is a real short cut. Short and sweet is all you need to know about Tyler.
Book is definitely an alpha.
Yeah, he definitely
wasn't even being
alpha.
asked about him when he said that.
No, there was a hesitation on Jihad and Jalen and everything else. Great guys, great leaders. The alpha, yeah, that's Booker. I've been around some alphas on the O-line. When they take great pride, and you're not going to touch the quarterback. That's Olin Kreutz, it's Pete Kendall, Steve Hutchinson, Walter Jones. There's a lot of linemen, Salk, that just, have got to fight. I got to just do my job. I can't worry about it. Let me just do my job. That's 99% of them, especially at the NFL where it's really, really hard. And then there's the very rare that's like, I'm not only going to do my job, I'm going to take unbelievable pride that you are not touching my quarterback. Gave up very few sacks in his time at Alabama. Played almost every game at left guard, but as Kalen told us, could kick out and play left tackle because he's that big, he's that long. The question, and why I flip back and forth and back and forth. I think the floor is incredibly high on Booker, incredibly high. I don't think there is any chance in the world he's going to be a bad NFL player. The question is he going to be an elite guy? Does he have enough athleticism? Salk, the combine is why we're talking about Booker at 18 or in the 20s or 30s even, was because at the combine he ran a 5'3", 840, almost a 5'4", 40. Which, when you're 300-something pounds, okay, is a 40 that big a deal? It's really, give me the first 10. Let me see what you are in the first 10. And almost every lineman at the first 10 yards at the combine was somewhere between a 171 and a 179. I want to say 90% of them are in that little frame. Yeah. He was a 187. No, excuse me. He was a 1.96.
Jeez.
The second slowest was 1.87. That's a tenth of a second in the first 10. So he was a tenth of a second slower than the second slowest guy at 340 out of 4. Like 196. I honestly think you could be a 196. No, I'm dead serious. When your hamstring eventually gets back to 100%.
Yeah, one day.
I know this. Lyle would be a lot faster than a 196 for Sin. Honestly, it would be. The vertical was also the third worst vertical at the combine, 27 inches. The power, 21 reps at 225, good, not great. The combine was the only reason we're talking about this guy being available, because if it was back to December and it was just the game tape, you know what it was? Top 10. He's former 5-star. He was a top 30 recruit. He's 21 years old. He just turned 21 in April. The upside is immense. You're going to get his best football for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And he is a big, powerful finisher. Daniel Jeremiah was concerned about the strain and the finish of Kelvin Banks. There is 0.0 concern about strain, effort, finish, dominance, physical, finish in a dominant position. The only concern is he was the slowest guy at the combine by a long ways. So is there enough athleticism off the ball, enough twitch, enough movement? That's the flip of the coin between
that's the question here
and the number one tomorrow.
With Tyler Booker, that's a good draft profile today.